as a salesperson working for somebody else, if you think, well, I'm just a salaried piece of the puzzle, I'll just deal with whatever comes in as it comes in, whatever, it's not really my job to produce anything except try and convert those opportunities that randomly come along. Are you in control? No. This is Jason Kanigan, president of Sales on Fire. Today I'm talking to salespeople. So if you are in the role of working for somebody else as a salesperson, then listen up, because I'm going to share the difference between failure and success for you, okay? Take this and use it. Put it into action. So, like 20 years ago when I got out of college and I first got into sales roles, I thought technical knowledge was the thing that really helped you with selling. In fact, nobody dissuaded me, nobody told me otherwise, so that's what I thought. I showed up, I got paid my salary, and prospective customers, just kind of rolled in at me randomly, right? It was like a video game, you know, they'd come scrolling in at me and I'd deal with them one at a time, and I'd get some orders and I wouldn't get others. And it was very chaotic. You can see from this example that there's no control there, right? There's no predictability, there's no reliability. It's just a crapshoot as to, like, am I gonna make the money that I need? Well, I don't know. I'm getting paid my salary, so I don't care. Bad attitude, okay? If you are working for somebody else in a sales role, the attitude and perspective adjustment I need you to make, and you need to make, is this. You are now operating a mini business within their business. You are operating a business within a business. And you need to start thinking about yourself and your efforts as a little business. And all businesses, everyone likes to say, well, oh, my business is different. Baloney. They're not different. They're all the freaking same. The mechanics behind them all is identical. You have three elements: a lead generation system, a qualification system, and a conversion system. You get those three things, you got yourself a business. Now, as a salesperson working for somebody else, if you think, well, I'm just a salaried piece of the puzzle, I'll just deal with whatever comes in as it comes in, whatever, it's not really my job to produce anything except try and convert those opportunities that randomly come along. Are you in control? No. And sooner or later, what's going to happen? The revenue is out of control, right? So sooner or later, the revenue you're bringing in or not bringing in isn't going to cover your salary, and that's at the point at which people start to panic. Your bosses start to panic. Had a lot of noise. This is my 6th, 7th, 8th attempt to shoot this video, and we're just going to have to roll with it. If there's planes or trucks or motorcycles, well, too bad, okay? Because this message is too important and I'm kind of tired of actually trying to say it over and over again. Okay, you are running a mini business within a business if you're a salesperson working for somebody else, whether you realize it or not. And the sooner you realize it and start to use it and get it to work for you, the better, because you will not only survive, you'll thrive. So we just talked about the three elements of a business, right? And if you're not operating any of those, you're screwed. You're leaving it up to random chance that the marketing of the company is going to bring enough leads in for you to qualify and convert. Not a good idea, particularly with smaller businesses, okay? Which, as an aside, large companies can afford to screw up, make mistakes, be moronic for a long time because they have a big pool of cash to cover their butts, to cover up mistakes. If you watch how they do their marketing, they make a lot of mistakes, but they don't care because it's not their money, it's not the CEO's money. This is a big difference between self-employed and corporate management, okay? So when you are a salesperson, whether you're in a corporate sales role or not, you need to adopt the mentality of a self-employed business owner, because that's what you are. Because sooner or later, it might take 5 years, but sooner or later, if you're not covering your cost of being there, they're going to say out and they're going to punch you. Why not? Why should you still be there? So the message today is don't leave lead generation out of control. It is the first and most important element of your business, isn't it? We can have an okay qualifying method and an okay conversion method, not so great. But if we don't get any freaking leads to filter, we got nothing, right? You are absolutely not going to succeed. Now, when you contrast that hardly anybody spends enough time prospecting for new business, is it any surprise that people don't make their money targets? The companies are always struggling because the salesperson are leaving it up to their bosses or the company or the marketing department to bring in the leads. and in their mind, hopefully pre-qualified leads, so they don't really have to work too hard. Okay? So the difference between them and you is to do this. Start your own lead generation system. Jason, I'm just a salaried guy. What can I do? Okay, there's tons of free stuff that you can do, or very low cost stuff that you can do. I mean, how much does it cost to put up a Kindle book report? 30-page report. Nothing. Costs you nothing. In case you haven't done it, get off your butt. Start producing content that your target market is interested in consuming to bring them in. Can you go and do talks at local organizations? Yeah. Does that cost you? No. In fact, you might even get paid for it. You'll certainly meet new people and be able to educate them. Can you get on a local radio show? Local TV show? Probably easier than you think. Okay? I was a TV producer for a while. Pretty easy. It cost me about $100. $100 for a half-hour show. Not too hard to air. It depends on the market you're in, obviously. I'm in a little self-contained market here. It was pretty easy to get a show on the air. Start thinking about different ways in which you can create leads coming in for yourself, independent of anything that the company might be doing, because who cares? It's random, right? Treat that as the bonus, and this is the meat. What you're doing is the meat. I'm sure it won't take you very long. Sit down for half an hour and Google and think, write down, what are the possible lead generation methods that you could have? You could do the Kindle book, you could do something on LinkedIn, you could do talks to the community, you could walk around giving out samples, right? It's not hard, but nobody wants to do it because they're lazy. Don't be lazy. If you want to be exceptional, then start treating your sales role as a business within a business, and great things will happen to you. Use the idea of a lead generation system. You need to take responsibility for generating those leads. It's not up to the company. It's not. Because if you leave it up to them, do they care? No. Not really. They don't care about you, the individual. It's not their job to provide you leads. And you may be thinking that it is, but it is not. It is your job. And the more control that you have over that, the more control you'll have over your income, won't you? Because, hey, I'm driving the leads. I get a good sense right away of how many I can qualify and close, right? Awesome. Now I know how many sales I can make in a month, and I can back it out to how many leads do I need to generate. Okay, and then I can look at my lead generation system and go, here are all the factors that are building that up, right? The Kindle book, the talks, etc., etc. What do I need to do to add to that? And you fill out your extras with phone prospecting, cold calling, okay? That's how you make up the difference. Start meeting new people that you would otherwise never meet. But otherwise you could do it through joint ventures, who knows? Okay? If I've just talked a lot of gibberish, you have quite an education in business. And keep watching these videos, I guess, and go look up some of the terms that I just said, right? If you will go and learn the definitions to words and phrases that you don't understand on your own initiative, you will become the top 10% of the population. I guarantee it, if you consistently do that, if you turn that into a habit. All right? But in the meantime, if you are a salesperson working for somebody else, you are running a mini business within a business, even if you're on commission, straight commission. And if you don't take responsibility for that lead generation system on your own, you ain't gonna make it. Just the odds are you're not gonna make it. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. Pay attention to that lead generation method, all right? Thanks for watching.